You are now listening to the Odd Valley Podcast.
Welcome back to Odd Valley Live. We are here. I'm Mochi Squeeze with my co-host over here, Jacob Jones. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm the dungeon master. Remember those days when Kevin was here?
Yeah, when Kevin was here.
You don't want to call me the dungeon master for some reason.
I don't do that. I'm not.
You also don't put me in your Instagram pictures for the episodes.
Because I'm always sitting down already, and then like you're all the way on the other side. Next time I'll do a picture of you. Also, you could take a selfie of yourself, you know?
I was going to, and then I was like, oh, it's 6:31. We got to start this fucking show up, baby.
You know, so
Let's go.
But sometimes I do a picture of the, test screen over there, and two of us are in it. It's just so hard because I don't like getting up.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I don't like getting up, guys. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
And then I do this, and I love it, but,
yeah.
I get a little.
I give you leeway because, I
get a little tired because I stand all day.
Once she sits in that chair before the show starts, I have to get up and grab her things, basically. But I am a producer. That's what producers do.
So,
that is my job on the show.
I feel like I'm the talent, he's the producer, so.
True that.
Just a regular thing. So
it's so regular.
If I'm a little sluggish, it's because I kind of have a headache, but don't worry, as I drink more, the headache will go away.
Yo, we all got a headache, man.
Because I'll forget about it. It's just because, work today was, cool. It was not too busy, but then at the very end, there was, I was bombarded with a lot of stuff, in the last 30 minutes. So
that's the worst.
It got rough for a second. I didn't even get out on time. I was 5 minutes late. Yeah,
I forgot this, but our when we go live on Twitch, the little tag I put is we're live and drinking.
Oh, yeah. Well, because we are. We're live and we're drinking.
You know it.
But today we will be talking about monsters.
And cryptids.
I don't know what that
Same
means.
Same thing.
So.
Monsters, cryptids. You know what I named the episode? Cryptid Cocktail.
Cryptid Cocktail. I like it. Okay.
You like that? Cool.
So we're going to be doing that. But let's just do a little bit of housekeeping before we get started on the actual topic. I do want to let everyone know, all the viewers and listeners know, that next week we're on a pause because we are going camping.
Yeah, we'll be out of town.
We are going camping with the family. I'm a tad bit nervous about it just because I haven't camped ever. I mean, I have. I shouldn't say ever. I have camped once with my family, back in 2015. Mm-hmm. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
And, my family usually, they baby me, so they take care of everything. I didn't have to bring anything except for my tent and my my tent stuff.
True. And
they had everything else.
With this trip, it'll be similar, but we're still expected to do more than we did before. They'll still cook for us and stuff, but then again, my stepdad, my foster father, as I call him, said that I need to cook dinner on one of the nights. So
that's
which
fine,
I said I don't care.
That doesn't involve me.
I cook. No.
I'm gonna
guaranteed they're not gonna make you cook or anything, but they probably will. Ed, my foster father will probably get you on something. He'll be saying something.
Of course.
He'll be like, "Oh, you got to do this or something." But who knows?
Of course, who knows?
Who knows? And even then, you could be like,
"I'm leaving Jacob up to preparing, and I don't know if he's really fully prepared. I think he doesn't know. Are we even bringing stuff besides the stuff that I bought?
Yeah, we need to bring an ice chest. We need to bring some kind of food stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We're gonna bring the tent. We're gonna bring the stuff for the tent. We don't need to bring a whole bunch of stuff. We don't need to bring a grill or, you know, stuff like that.
Are we showering? Are we hobo showering?
I still don't know about that. I forgot to ask the family about that today. But we'll talk to them tomorrow. What?
Okay.
I feel like just because you don't know it right now, like you're going to be upset about it until I ask them.
No, because my thing is I feel like this is Jacob's thing and he's totally unprepared.
How am I unprepared?
Because now we're leaving, if we do need to buy extra stuff, we're leaving it to very last minute.
I already said all we need to buy is an ice chest.
See, and like what kind
And
of
some ice.
should I bring a lot of shorts? Should I bring a lot of pants? Should I bring underwear?
You should bring both,
Should I
all
bring
of it.
socks?
I know that you should bring all that stuff for sure, because it might be like hot during the day and then cold at night. So
and do I
pack
bring
for
bug
anything.
spray? Do I bring bug lotion?
You can do that too
Okay.
if you're worried about bugs.
Okay.
I know all this stuff. I mean, we just haven't gone like shopping for the stuff yet.
That's the
We just have to
problem.
do that. We have the weekend to
okay.
do that, don't we?
Well, tomorrow's girls' night, so all morning besides going to Target, I'm not doing shit. I got a nap because I'm an old person.
Well, you know, whatever.
I'm an old
figure it out.
person, and we're going out at 9 o'clock.
We got
and
Tuesday.
Yeah, we got Tuesday. We got
See?
Sunday.
Sunday
half
and Tuesday.
Of Sunday, half of Monday because I still have to work, and then Tuesday. So you got time. I'm trusting you. This is the problem. I don't like losing. I don't like not having control. But Jacob is in control of this, and I don't know if he's fully prepared.
I'm not fully
So, which
prepared right
makes
this
me
second. We just have to buy some
Nervous
stuff.
because I've never done this before. But anyways, let's move on.
It's just
We're
camping.
gonna-
It'll be fine.
We're
We'll be fine.
gonna be doing that. So you'll hear the next week after that. You'll hear if
Mhm.
I had fun or not.
I might like drunkenly record my family bullshitting and then just post that up on the audio feed or something.
He's not gonna do that. He always says he'll do it. And
I
he
know.
never does it,
I
so
said I
don't worry.
might. I want to
It's
try.
not gonna happen.
I want to try.
because they're all worried now.
If we're drunk, if I get my family drunk, I can maybe like record them
Your
talking
family's
and then
gonna be
post it.
drunk no matter what, because that's
Yeah,
what they
I
told me
know.
already. They said be prepared to just drink and hang out and just drink.
Because we
and
could bring the
fish
we
and
could bring the
drink.
bell. We could bring the bell and
And,
do
you
like
know.
a impromptu camping episode with the fam.
Alright, well, you know,
We'll see. We'll see if it happens.
Anyways,
I'm not making any
so
promises.
that's why we won't be online next Friday, but we will return
Yeah.
the week after.
And now you know a lot about it
Yeah, you know a lot about it now because
because we
a
just
whole
had a conversation on the podcast about it that we
yes.
didn't need to have.
I don't care.
Also, look at my new shirt.
I wanted to have that conversation, so you know, yeah, he got that from his weed thingy, his weed box. So,
The heart is the shape of the bong that came in the
yeah.
in the box.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I like it. I want to wear my brand new shirt for the podcast. Anytime I have a new shirt, you know I'm gonna wear it on the podcast, but I don't got any other new shirts, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not
We'll
wearing
see.
anything special, so I'm not gonna get up and show everyone. I'm just wearing
I'm just excited for my
wearing
new
a
shirt.
jacket.
Okay.
Just wearing a jacket and a
Glasses,
romper.
jacket, shirt. Call me
So,
glasses,
that's it.
jacket, shirt man.
I didn't even do my hair. My hair is in a ponytail because I was upset about this situation because I can't wash my hair today. I'm washing it tomorrow morning
Nice, nice.
in preparation for my girls' night. My hair has to be on point.
Yeah, you got your girls' night tomorrow. What's your girls' night? Why don't you tell
Girls'
them a little
night,
bit
we're
about
going
it?
to Crimson and Bloom with some of my favorite coworkers, and yeah, and we're gonna all chill. And then this is gonna be the time where I see if like some of them are cool to be friends or they're just really just gonna be just coworkers. But most of these people I've already hung out with, so I'm pretty sure that we're already just friends. But you know, it's the real test: going out, drinking. You know,
Crimson and Bloom right here.
Oh yeah, and
At
it's
the
gonna
Red
be
Rock
bomb. It's gonna
Casino.
Be fun. It's a place where it's basically like a
Oh,
pop-up bar.
Yeah, you were telling me about
Yeah.
this. That's right.
Pop-up bar. So every season it's a different theme, and since it's spring, it's Crimson and Bloom. So everything's like floral theme, even the drinks, and it's like really, it looks really nice. I'm pretty excited. I have a whole outfit, but there's been a lot of changes in this outfit, so I don't know. We're gonna have to just decide right on the spot on what it's gonna look like, and I'll
this
show
out.
it to you guys. Yeah, see, that's the entryway.
Wow, that's
It's
cool.
supposed to be like really cool.
Yeah, it's like floral, like a floral tunnel, like fabric with all these It's all pink, and I see a little butterfly in there, just for you audio listeners.
Yeah, see, and
They got cocktails.
I already looked at the menu, which me and my coworker looked at the menu, which I've already marked the drinks that I would like.
We're just playing the trailer on their website right now, checking it out. A lot of flowers there.
Yeah, because it's
looks
supposed to be
cool.
Crimson and Blue.
You know what? This kind of reminds me of at the Bellagio, like the gardens. Not exactly, but in a way, because they do like different seasons for that too. They do a display for Chinese New Year too, I think.
Yeah. See, so
cool.
So that's where I'll be tomorrow. So since I'm going out with the ladies, I gotta look my best. I don't dress up all the time. I'm pretty low key, but when I do dress up, I do like to do it right.
You said low key.
Yeah, so so that's what we'll be doing. I already picked a few. I already picked a few drinks that I wanna,
I'm having like little daggers, like Loki. Loki.
So.
Look, are you excited for that Loki show? With what's his name? What's his name? The guy that's gonna be in it.
I don't know. But then, so anyways,
the blonde guy. The blonde guy.
I don't know. There's 20 million blonde guys. Like, that's not really narrowing it down.
He's in all those movies, and he goes, wow. Owen Wilson is going to be in that one.
Owen Wilson. Who would have thought that about him? Because, like, he's like an older blonde guy that no one thinks about.
Wow.
There's, like, more blonde guys that I
wow.
would think about. There would be Chris Evans, maybe Ryan Reynolds. There's also Ryan Gosling, and there's, all those people. Thor, the guy who plays Thor. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah, but I was just talking. There's only one guy that's like the blonde guy that's going to be on Loki. That's Owen Wilson. The one that was in my brain.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah. I like that I was supposed to guess that.
What the fuck?
Okay. We're getting off topic.
You're just so happy right now.
We're getting off topic.
You're acting like a big muddy monster, which we'll talk about.
Yeah, so we'll
talk about that.
So let's next on the housekeeping list before we get to the thing.
Oh, what else we got?
Is that we got to do our preliminary shot.
Oh, wait, can I just say up top, like I always do, hey, are you listening to this show? Because you could be watching it at twitch.tv/oddvalley Fridays at 6:30 p.m., except for next week, but every freaking week other than that. And you could check us out on YouTube. Just find our Twitter. We're at Odd Valley Pod on Twitter. You can see it on the screen, too, if you're watching live and all that fun stuff. But I just want to get that out of the way. You could watch it or you could listen. We're also on podcast feeds. Just search Odd Valley, even on Spotify these days. So, yeah, let's go. We're going to have our preliminary shot. What do you got today?
Jameson.
Per usual. And I'm still rocking the Bullet Bourbon because, like, I'm the only one drinking it. So I figure let's just keep going every week with it, So she's responding to a text over there.
Yeah, because someone said they can't join the podcast.
Oh, why not?
I don't know.
Well,
they said they have the link, but it's not.
Twitch.tv/oddvalley.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sorry. You can usually just do it on your phone even without needing like a Twitch account. You could just kind of watch it.
I know, but
Cool.
I just tried again. I just sent it to this person again.
Okay. No problem.
And then see if it works. Okay, so let's do
Also,
the preliminary shot.
We're just straight up live on Twitter too.
Yeah, well, I don't know if this person has a Twitter. My friends aren't on all the platforms.
No, I know. It's just you could also send twitter.com/oddvalleypod.
Cheers.
Anyway, cheers. We're going to have our preliminary shot here. Take a shot with us, and let's start the night off. Excuse me, I had to burp first.
Woo!
Yee.
Okay, I'm also...
Yes, I can see you. We can see you, see me, bitch. She's back for another episode, for another live episode, so we'll be talking about her and what she's saying. You could also be talking to us, too, just so you know.
So I'm doing this new placement of the bag on my right side. So
speaking of which, could you hook it up with one more drink? This one's almost gone. I think I'm just gonna finish it. We started drinking before the podcast. I feel like we're probably gonna do that from now on.
Okay, when he said started drinking before the podcast,
just one beer.
It was like a little bit. Not even. It wasn't like last time where like we did it that one Saturday and we had a barbecue before and we were all like fucking trashed. So
Yeah,
don't worry,
no.
it's not like that.
No. I'm just saying, like, before our whole shtick was, okay, we start the episode completely sober, no drinks in us, and then you get as drunk with us the whole time. Now it's like, we might have a drink while we're warming up just to kind of loosen up a little, you know what I'm saying? So, just so you know where we're at.
Yep. Okay, so now next item on the list is the wheel. Our wheel is called Trebek, and basically the wheel
Rest
has
in peace.
words on it that pertain to the show, and if we say any of these words, because you spin it twice, so we get 2 words. If we say the 2 words, then we drink. So we're gonna do that right now. Jacob was in charge, so he wrote the words.
Action
and
cam. Engage.
I'm gonna spin it.
Can they see that? Probably
They
not.
can't, but you know what? Let me see if I could try to move it closer. I'm not gonna be a bitch about it.
Just, I'll control the thing here.
I know
There you go.
normally
Maybe you
I'm
could read
bitchy
it.
and I don't like
Oh.
to do anything that Jacob says, but I'm gonna do it this time, okay?
Thank you. Here, look, I
No,
forgot I could just make it bigger.
Confrontational and all.
There, now I
Okay.
can kind of read it.
Okay.
Okay, so what are the words? Are you going to read them this time because I wrote them, or do I have to read them again?
You read them.
Okay, today's words are animal, picture, drink, drunk, local, name, cryptid, story, monster, scary, and legend. You know, I want to have like one of my little beats playing when we read them, just like on the old podcast episodes, but too lazy this time, so it's fine. You could just imagine the music in your own head. So those are all the words. They're words that relate to what we're going to talk about. We're going to spin them twice. She's already spun it once. Let's see what we got. We got animal. And cryptid.
You know what?
Hell yeah.
I might not say that word, so we're good.
Well, you're going to say at least animal.
But that, was it on animal?
Animal and cryptid. There you go. I typed them in chat like I always will do.
Oh.
Every single episode.
You know what? I might not say animal or cryptid.
Right on. But we just said it. Let's go. I'm just going to finish my drink. But we're starting with 2 drinks. Take 2 sips of your drink. Let's go.
Yeah, so I might not say those words, but it's okay.
Well, you never know. I like how you're making that face like you know.
I'm not gonna
shit, I
say
missed.
it.
Just food for thought.
I was
Alex
just
Trebek.
trying to do something new with my lips here, because I feel like I watched the last couple of episodes after,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like I feel like I do this thing with my lip, or it just naturally happens where it just kind of looks like I'm not impressed,
Yeah.
like I'm mad or something.
See?
So I'm trying.
RBF.
You know what?
This is what I have to deal with all the time. This is why I always think you're mad at me.
But I'm not. I mean, really enjoying myself. It's just that sometimes my face just looks like that.
I mean, look, when
Like,
you
I
came
had
home, you
fun
came home
on the
today.
podcast. Okay, today when I came home, though, I was not having it.
Yeah, you weren't having it at all. So I was just like, she might have had a rough day at work, but
just the last 30 minutes.
But I feel like sometimes you might be happy and then like you come off as pissed.
Because I don't
You know?
have, my lips are naturally downturned.
Ah, I see.
And I can't do
You got a
anything
natural
about it.
frown.
Yes, I can't change it. It's just what it looks like, man.
I know it is what it is. That's why I try not to take it, take it.
And like I get really sometimes
it too hard,
one
you know?
of the sides, like I think, go up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, like I'm like, okay,
Now you're over analyzing your own lips.
whatever. I'm done with it.
You know, we were talking about Trebek, and I said rest in peace, and then I was like, wait, did he die yet? And
He did.
I'm pretty sure he died, and so I just checked. It was November 8th last year.
He died
So
of cancer.
I know he
think.
died of cancer, but I was just saying, like, maybe we'll do something in November that week, like next year, because like we named our wheel Trebek. You know what I mean? So
Well, every year we could name our turkey Trebek too, in honor of Alex Trebek.
so we're gonna eat him like Jesus, basically.
He's going back to the land.
He's basically like Jesus
It's
at
a
that point.
It's a circle of life.
Speaking of It's Jeopardy, right? They've been testing out
shows
new.
that Jacob does not even care.
No, I know.
Do you even watch Jeopardy?
I did watch Jeopardy, dude.
Do you know Jeopardy?
I do know Jeopardy.
Do you know what happens in Jeopardy? Okay, what's Jeopardy? What's the game?
Jeopardy is the one with the letters, and it's like blank tiles, and then you guess a letter, and then it's like Hangman almost, right? But then you have to spin something. Don't you have to spin a thing?
No.
No, wait.
No.
You guess a thing.
Knew it. He doesn't know.
I'm sorry, I'm mixing them up. No, wait. Hold on.
He doesn't know.
That's Wheel of Fortune. Excuse me. Jeopardy's the one, the trivia one, where like you have the one where it's all like, oh, I'll take album covers for 100, and then the questions are more difficult with each dollar amount.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That you didn't
I'm so sorry. I'm forgetting. No, it's because LeVar Burton's trying to be the new Jeopardy host, and like, let's make that happen. But he's going
not
to.
Trying.
He is trying. He's really trying right now.
Is he really trying? Like he said he wants to be
yes.
it, or people were petitioning him
no,
to be it.
No, he kept making comments online saying like, "Hey guys, I want to be the next Jeopardy host." And then now he's going to guest host because they've had a lot of guest hosts, to try people out or whatever for this year, and he's gonna finally be on there. So hopefully he becomes the next Jeopardy host because I'll watch that shit.
I mean, he would be a good Jeopardy host, I feel. But like I always remember him from Reading Rainbow and from Star Trek. He was on Star Trek. He had the thingy.
Yes, he was blind, but technology made him unblind. But then in the movies, he had like eyes. It wasn't the visor anymore.
Oh. I don't even know. I don't watch Star Trek.
I keep telling you, you need to watch.
I saw that, and I didn't even know he was blind. I thought they were just fancy sunglasses. I thought they were futuristic sunglasses. Didn't know he was blind.
Fuck.
Sorry.
This is why
you were blind on Star Trek.
You're such a TV person, but you don't want to watch Star Trek, and there's so many freaking episodes.
Not
it's
that
messed
I don't
up.
like Star Trek.
So messed up, man. You should get into Star Trek.
It's not that I don't like Star Trek. It's just when I was a kid, I wasn't really into it, and then every time I saw it, I would change the channel.
Animal.
So I don't know. I'm just saying. But okay, so let's move on.
I'm calling you an animal.
So Jacob's taking the lead on this topic, by the way, because I was too lazy to do any research and I did nothing.
That's why we didn't do serial killers this week.
And because I was on my period, okay?
You don't need to give a list of excuses. It doesn't really matter.
I could tell everybody.
Essentially, this episode, we're all learning together. See, look. See Me Bitch said, you need to get up on Star Trek.
I know.
You're fucking up. You know what?
No, you know what?
It's because LeVar Burton is awesome.
And I don't know why I don't like it.
Next Generation is my jam, dude.
I know. I don't know why I'm not into it because I like space and I like exploration.
Look, there's things in this world that I feel like there's a mental block in your brain where you're just like, that's not cool, so I'm never going to be okay with it.
No,
and you like don't want to accept things.
I didn't like to watch it because it looked old.
So, who cares?
I don't know.
Just like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is kind of dumb, but that's the whole point. It's supposed to be like dreamlike and strange.
No.
It is old as fuck.
I was going to get into Twin Peaks.
You only watched the first episode. You didn't even give it a chance.
It was so hard. The first episode, I tried it twice.
I watched the whole first season. And it's kind of slow, but I see the appeal. Okay, it's great.
Season.
And also, you freaking watched all of what's it called? Fucking Sex in the City, and it's got that guy in it from Twin Peaks. And I feel like that is the worst version of that actor, is being that shitty character.
Oh, because he couldn't get his thing up.
Yeah, well, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. That guy's a mama's boy. But in Twin Peaks, he's a badass FBI character, and he's hilarious.
Okay,
I love him on that show.
I'm going to give you some insight here.
Also,
the only reason you were able to get through the first 2 episodes of Twin Peaks was because you were watching it while you were doing other things, so you weren't really watching it. If you sat there and watched it like I did, like I truly tried to watch it. I sat on the couch, put it on, paid attention.
You've already watched the first 2 episodes.
I tried to watch it. I fell asleep on the second episode because it was that hard to get through.
It's definitely dated. You know what show still holds up, though? I'll tell you. Even though it's kind of old, X-Files. And you know what's in X-Files? Cryptids and monsters.
Yes.
Half the time. Boom. That is a fucking segue, baby. Let's go. Cheers. Anyway, they're all good shows, but
I only like Nessie.
Star Trek Next Generation, out of all those shows, like, is the most interesting. But it is kind of old. Anyway, getting into the topic.
Like that weird robot scared me.
Dude, Data's like the heart of the show.
He looked like really scary. Like,
dude, Data is basically the Tin Man. He's like, he wants a heart, he wants a soul so bad, but he's a robot.
It's because like
it's
like,
cute, dude. He's so cute.
He was really scary.
He's like the cutest robot I've ever known.
I felt like he looked like he had some weird like.
Whoa.
I don't know. He seemed like a mannequin.
He's got his. It's his makeup, okay. He's got.
And he had like red eyes or something.
No, it's like yellow. But they're just contacts. Come on.
Maybe that's why I was a kid.
I think you need to get over it. Just like you need to get over your problem with cartoons. But let's not get into that. All right. Anyway, today we're talking about cryptozoology. You don't need to press the button. But okay, fuck it. You hit the bell. I said cryptozoology. I didn't say the other word.
Okay, I'm not going to drink then.
You hit the bell so everybody drinks. So what the hell is cryptozoology? So according to Wikipedia, I'll put a background in a sec. It's a pseudoscience and subculture for sure, that aims to prove the existence of entities from the folklore record, such as Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, your favorite.
I love the Loch Ness Monster.
And that's what we're going to talk about first. The Chupacabra, or the Mokele Mbembe, which is, I
don't even think you said that right.
I may have said it wrong. But it's a cryptid from, that's a bell. It's from Africa. It's from the Congo.
Fuck.
It's
what is it again?
I'm gonna put it in chat.
What's the name again?
Mokele Mbembe. I'm typing it in chat right now. There you go. Cryptozoologists refer to these entities as cryptids, Bell, a term coined by the subculture. Because it does not follow the scientific method, cryptozoology is considered a pseudoscience by mainstream science. Obviously, it is neither a branch of zoology nor folklore studies. It's sort of like another version of either of those things. But like in more present times, more modern times, I feel like it's more accepted as modern folklore essentially, and it should be studied as like a cultural thing. You know what I mean? Like not anthropology, like sociological. Because like essentially, think about it. How many people plant their flag on Bigfoot being real or Loch Ness being real, and that just being a cultural thing? Even aliens, you can even go as far as to say, oh, aliens is almost like that.
But the thing is like aliens,
it's like modern folklore essentially. That's my argument.
Okay, but aliens we already have clear evidence that aliens did exist.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying in modern times, it's like the modern version of fairies or sea dragons, which technically that is a cryptid. That's another bell.
I need a light bell for that one.
Or even regular dragons. Same thing. It's just basically, essentially what it is just any kind of creature that is claimed to exist but does not, right? Like a monster.
Because
right?
There was no body.
Yeah, there's no evidence to back it up, or the creature no longer exists, or whatever. But we'll get into all that fun stuff.
What would you say evidence would be? Photos? Maybe a video?
Right. Which in today's day and age,
or maybe
they should be able to get that shit, but then it's always fuzzy, stupid fucking shit. Like, every picture of Bigfoot is, oh, it's a tall guy walking in the forest. Can you see the shadow? And it's like just dog shit. It's really nothing. You know what I mean? But I want to believe, man.
But that was back in the day when the 70s. Are there people looking out for him now? Are they
always
camping out?
Yes.
Out?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. There's entire TV shows based on that shit. Absolutely. It's like Ghost Adventures, okay? There's like ghost people hunting for ghosts, even though they never find true footage, but then they find like footage that can be argued to be real or not. The same goes with this stuff, right?
Ghosts are a little different than cryptids.
You said it. True, but I'm trying to relate it all.
Because ghosts are real.
Yeah, but you can't get evidence of them. Do you understand why they're related?
I just watched a video that
could have been doctored.
No,
How was it real?
I just watched a video that See Me Bitch sent me of like right when
Yo.
the helicopter was going off carrying someone that they were going to transport because he was dying. Right
Okay.
when he died, there was like a thing, a spirit that an orb that like
Okay, orbs is one. Orbs is just as much as shadows, and shadows is what we get.
it was clear right at his time of death.
Whatever, dude.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
send
saying.
you the
I'm not
video.
hating on it. If send it to me in Slack. See Me Bitch. Send it to her if you can.
No, sure.
If she actually has it, Slack it over, and we'll look at it later. Okay. But anyway, let me start with real. Let me start with something that is interesting. This is a.
This is interesting.
No,
But go ahead.
I'm not saying it's not interesting. I'm just saying this is also interesting. I'm going to start with an article from iu.edu, blogs.iu.edu. 7 species that used to be cryptids.
There,
So-
I sent it.
Here we go. Thank you. I'll log into Slack over here in a sec. Where was I? Damn it. Now I lost the page. Sorry, guys. This is a live show. So, things... that's all my articles popping up. Anyway, these are 7 species that used to be cryptids. That's 2 bells now, by the way. So, again, remember, monsters and all that fun stuff. People used to think that sea dragons were real, but now we know that they're not. At least, maybe they are, and maybe it's just a giant squid. You know what I mean? But like there are real creatures that they used to believe that weren't real. So starting with number 1 on this website,
I mean, a sea
Komodo
dragon
dragon.
could be real. Maybe they just thought like it could have been a squid, like a giant squid, like you said.
Right.
And then that would still be considered a sea dragon. Or maybe they saw maybe they saw a dinosaur that did not die, because no one has fully explored the sea. The
True,
ocean,
true.
it's so deep. Like
You're
there
already-
could be.
You're already
I'm just
tapping into
telling
why I
you.
love this topic. You're tapping into it because there's so much on this planet that's
why I'm
unexplained.
scared of the ocean. No one knows
Yeah,
what the
I'm
fuck
terrified
is in
of
there.
fucking ocean, dude.
Okay,
Me too.
like let me tell you, there could be a whole civilization living down at the bottom of the ocean, and no one fucking knows about it.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
All right, anyway, look. Let's just go through a couple things. First of all, Komodo dragons, they didn't used to be real. People thought they were a story. It says until 1910, stories of giant lizard on the island of Komodo in Indonesia were laughed at by any respectable scientist. However, when Lieutenant Steen van Hansbrack caught and killed one, things changed. See? So they got a real one, and then they went down there and found that, oh shit, Komodo dragons are real. And you know what? There's a reptile store here in Vegas that I went to a long ass time ago that had one as a pet, and that was like the mascot of the store. And let me tell you, that thing is huge, scary, and it just like, it would drag itself across the
there's
floor, and its hind legs would just like scratch the ground, so it'd just be like but then it would just be in there just looking at you and just hanging out in the sun.
God.
Pretty tight.
Ugh.
What were we gonna say? I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
Animal.
Jesus Christ. Like, you didn't make that animal seem to be like even attractive.
You said it.
Jesus hell. You made it seem like it was like a fucking
I'm saying it's
zombie.
giant.
Like it was like a zombie like that had his body cut off.
Look at this picture of a Komodo dragon. That's the front half of it, but the back half, like he didn't want to use his back legs. He was just chilling, dude. So he's just dragging himself with his front legs. But then he had like his nails were like fucking 3
I was
feet
gonna
or like
say
like
that
3 inches long. It was insane.
some ladies that have nails that long.
Komodo dragon nails.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry. Please say the thing.
I was gonna say that, like, I think I read an article saying that they just recently found a like bones of a dinosaur, like a fossil, and
Okay.
that shows that they had feathers.
Yes.
And most
It's
of
now
them had
confirmed.
feathers.
We've all seen Jurassic Park, you know? They're like, even they say it even in that movie that like, oh, raptors share a lot of
Birds.
avian things, like with
Yeah.
birds or
I
whatever.
don't know.
And like now, the pictures of dinos that we have in our minds should change. They should be
change
winged.
because they should have like
Should have feathers all over.
feathers.
Not
which
all of
is-
them. I'm sure not all of them, but
I don't
especially like
know,
raptors.
They don't know. So,
Who knows, man?
but
Okay, let's get
anyways,
to another one. Platypus.
They
See?
thought that didn't exist.
Yeah, man. Look at it. Would you think that's real? It's
No,
like
I
a
guess
fucking beaver with like a duck bill.
I guess not.
Come on.
That's true.
It's weird as fuck. But it's real. It's real. It was discovered for real in 1798.
See, so all
see?
of these other cryptids could
Ah,
be
see?
real, but then no one just has found evidence for
You
it
see
yet.
why it's fun to talk about this stuff. Okapi. I don't know what the fuck that is, but look, it's a forest giraffe, blend of a zebra, donkey, deer, and antelope. And
That was
it's
one crazy orgy.
its closest genetic link is giraffes. And it's known as an African unicorn, basically. So it's an African thing. We got a gorilla. They didn't even think gorillas were real until the 5th century BC. Discovered by Greek explorer Hanno.
I thought that we came from monkeys. and
Just because we're
gorillas.
cousins with certain animals doesn't mean that we like
So
have
why
seen
didn't
them. Hit the
they-
bell.
Why didn't they say that? Why did people not think that's real?
See Me says, Okapi is a deer, bruh.
See?
It's a deer that likes to fuck. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Giant squid. See?
I'm telling you.
It says many people still consider the giant squid to be a cryptid. That's a bell. Similar to most, which tend to live in habitats that are difficult for humans to find. Giant squids live in the deep oceans. But come on, they're real. We have evidence of them. And they could easily be the sea dragons written about in old. There's and we'll just kind of quickly
that's
talk
a koala.
about Bondegazo, Papua New Guinea.
I'm not gonna.
I don't know what the
argue
fuck
with
that
how
is.
You said that name.
Fuck if I know. Kangaroos were thought to be not real, which makes sense because, like, who would have thought like a weird animal that puts its babies in its pouch or something, right? And there you go. That's that whole article. So I just wanted to start with stuff that people used to think were fake. You know what I'm trying to say?
See, so that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't not say that these things might not be real because we don't know.
Excuse
we don't
me.
know.
Jesus.
We can find it later.
So true. Okay, look, I'm gonna put this
Or
as
we
our
could
background.
find the bones. Like, or we could find the bones of these animals later on. They
True.
might be extinct.
What about dinosaurs? What if they weren't extinct as long as they think they were? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but then I feel like we already see that with like the sharks, like Megalodon or whatever, because
True.
those were dinosaurs that lived. Alligators.
See, you know a lot about this stuff.
So, those are dinosaurs that are still that were back then that are kind of still bleed into our time now. So.
True. Do you like the background I got here?
Yeah, and
It's
I
the
feel like
OG
why do
picture
people
here.
think that that's fake?
What is the picture of for our audio listeners?
It's Nessie.
That's right. It's Nessie. It's like the infamous Nessie picture.
They try to say that it's like fake because it's like they debunked it because it was like a bobbing, floaty thing or something. And I mean,
like a tree branch. Come on.
Yeah, like I can see because it's like really small and yada yada. But then, like, I mean, it could have been. I mean, it still could be real. Is that like the only photo? I don't think so.
That's the only one that you can. That's like the one. You know what I mean? That's the most infamous, if you will.
And it's because, like, Nessie's from Scotland. And what are these Scottish people do? Scottish people don't even give a fuck.
No, they do.
They don't
You know what?
give a
We're gonna
fuck
talk about.
like, they don't give a fuck about cryptids. They're like,
do.
they're like, fuck these
Of course
things.
they do. It's a
they
tourist
don't.
attraction at this point.
No,
Look,
they
we're gonna
don't.
talk about Loch Ness right now, okay? I'm not gonna show what I'm
No, they're
reading
not.
on. This
What
is
I
from
mean is
Wikipedia,
that-
okay? Which thanks again, Wikipedia.
What I mean is that the Scottish people don't give a fuck about trying to like really find it or prove that he lives there.
You're
Because
crazy.
because they want people to go there because they want tourists to go there. And honestly, like
Oh,
If
damn,
I've
that was
ever
terrible.
met an Irish that gives a fuck about anything, I don't even fucking know. They don't care.
Whoa, Scottish and Irish are totally
I mean,
different, and they hate
Scottish.
each other.
I mean, Scottish
Come on.
people.
Remember when we were in Ireland and they were like, the only thing worse than a Scotsman is the Scots, or what is it?
The Scotch. Yeah,
Scotch
I know.
that they make, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a rip-off of
Fuck, I
whiskey or
messed up.
something. Okay, sure.
Yeah, Ish Kabaha. We've talked about this on previous
that's
episodes.
True. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little drunk. So, I mean, Scottish people don't give two shits about, like, things.
You're being racist right now to
but
white
they
people?
don't.
To European. This is European racism? Okay.
How is it?
Anyway.
Shut the fuck up. You know it's not.
I'm not going to pull up the article just so you can stare at that awesome Nessie photo in the background. But, I mean, I'm not going to show it, but I'll read from it.
The
Okay.
only thing that, yes, I understand why people would think that Nessie is fake is that it's because they found Nessie in a lake. So a lake, of course you can
There's only so much area.
Only so much area.
They would find a thing, yeah.
Yeah, they would be able to find a Nessie. But then
unless there's some sort of like portal up in there.
but
you
then
know what
that
I'm
would
saying?
make Nessie magical. And we're trying to not
No, I'm not saying Loch Ness
Okay.
is magical. I'm saying the area might have portals in it. You know what I'm saying?
we're not talking. Let's like just.
You know what I'm
not
saying?
let's not bring magic into this, okay?
Ma-
Let's just
Portals isn't magic. Quote me on that. Someone
Portals
quote
is
me on.
magic. Is
Portals
there
isn't
real
magic.
Is there real portals?
There might be scientific portals. You
Are
don't
there
know. We don't
scientific
know.
portals?
We don't fucking know yet, man.
Okay,
That's
well,
not
what
of
I'm
our
trying
time.
to say is that Nessie is like they're trying to argue that, but I mean it could have been that Nessie was real and she laid really deep into that, deep into the lake at the very bottom, and
What
then
if-
she died. 'Cause
what
she
if-
couldn't
Yeah. Right.
reproduce?
You
but
think by now?
yeah, maybe she died, and that's okay. But then like you can't say that she's not real. And if you didn't find parts, like maybe they just dissolved. I don't know.
All right, here we go.
Things like that work.
According to Wikipedia, Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie, Scottish Gaelic, Illiblical. I don't fucking know how to speak Scottish Gaelic, is a creature in Scottish folklore that is said to inhabit Loch Ness, which is a lake in the Scottish Highlands. It is often described as large, long-necked, plesiosaur-like, with one or more humps protruding from the water. Popular interest and belief in the creature has varied since it was brought to worldwide attention in 1933. Evidence of its existence is anecdotal, with a number of disputed photographs and sonar readings. See, excuse me. This photo we're looking at as our background is known as the surgeon's photograph, which was, produced in 1934. It is now known to have been a hoax. The scientific community regards the Loch Ness Monster as a phenomenon without biological basis, explaining sightings as hoaxes, wishful thinking, and the misidentification of mundane objects. The pseudoscience and subculture of cryptozoology has placed particular emphasis on the creature. Of course. It says the first modern discussion of a sighting of a strange creature in the loch may have been in the 1870s. When someone named D. Mackenzie claimed to have seen something, quote, wriggling and churning up the water. This account was not published until 1934, however, and research indicates that several newspapers did publish items about a creature in the loch well before 34. So clearly, it was always like a local spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until 34 that it started to be really widely known. And let's see, in 2013... someone said, stop the beast when viewing the spectacle. In the late 1980s, a naturalist interviewed the person who said that, and she admitted to knowing that there had been an oral tradition of a beast in the loch well before her claimed sighting in 2013. Alex Campbell's 1933 article also stated that Loch Ness has for generations been credited with being the home of a fearsome-looking monster. So all this means is that from the 30s, even all the way back from the 1870s, people have, there's been a legend of a monster in the Loch Ness. But essentially, and I've read about this before, like the problem is like there's a lot of trees and stuff and maybe logs that fall in there, and like a lot of shadows at certain times of day that produce, the phenomenon that make
But
people
how
think
could that be a tree?
a tree branch. No, look, the surgeon's photograph. This is the problem, okay? We're going to talk about this photograph. It's let's see. It's the first photo of the creature's head and neck, supposedly taken by Robert Kenneth Wilson, a London gynecologist. What? It was published in the Daily Mail on April 21st, 1934. Wilson's refusal to have his name associated with it led to it being known.
Because he was a gynecologist.
Yeah, he didn't want to be known as the guy who took the picture, so they just called it the surgeon's photograph.
Okay.
He was looking at the lock when he saw the monster, grabbed his camera, and snapped 4 photos. Only 2 exposures came out clearly. The first reportedly shows a small head and back. The second shows a similar head in a diving position. So the first is what we get.
Because
that's what we're staring at behind us.
That happened to us, where we see something and we try to take a picture of it really quick, and then all of the pictures that we took are blurry. It's like we know it's real. It's just that the shit is blurry. I mean, it could be a real monster.
Okay, so here we go. Details of how the photo was taken were published in the 1999 book. I'm getting drunk. Nessie, the surgeon's photograph exposed, which contains a facsimile of the 1975 Sunday Telegraph article, which is the article that features the photo where we have as our background. The creature was reportedly a toy submarine built by Christian Sperling, the son-in-law of Marmaduke Wetherill. Who the fuck is that?
I already know this story because I've researched Nessie. I did her for a research project in high school.
Okay, it's just some guy. Anyway, Wetherill had been publicly ridiculed by his employer at the Daily Mail after he found Nessie's footprints that turned out to be a hoax. To get revenge, he perpetrated his hoax with co-conspirators Sperling, Ian Wetherill, and Maurice Chambers.
But that's what makes all these things, like, people who want to get revenge or be whatever, like, they're the ones that are ruining it for the people that, like,
exactly.
to make it, like, real. Because they start doing weird shit because...
Apparently it was made out of wood putty.
That thing was not made out of wood putty.
Apparently it was.
No.
Because, like, okay, what you're... Like, there's no scale there, right? So, like, you're assuming that's huge, right? But then what if it's just tiny?
What if it was a baby back then? I don't even really think that... it's... Because it looks small to me. It doesn't look ginormous to me. Because the way it is, like... The reason why I think it's tiny, and I've always thought it was tiny, because of the neck and its head compared to the wave that's behind it, right? Like, it would be bigger than that.
Yeah, see, like there was a film in 38, and they said, oh, it's cool, it's real, but then all that you get is one frame of basically a picture from it.
Like I said, I think that he took a picture.
It's supposed to be an object.
He tried to take a picture of something. Like when you try to take a picture of an animal, that's how it is. Like, you try to take a picture of an animal, and you try to make it happen really quick, but animals are really, like, quick sometimes. So you can never take a clear photo. So I feel like that's what happened in this situation. But then all these other fucks that try to make it seem like it was real made it solidify that it's fake.
Right.
And it could be real.
I mean, maybe. But in the 60s, they essentially just blasted the entire lake with sonar and got nothing.
The 60s sonar could be like fucking shit. Okay, we all know that.
That gank ass.
Yeah, that
fucking
like
shitty 60s sonar, man.
60s and 70s, serial killers were getting away with, like, murdering, like,
that's true.
So many fucking people.
True.
So don't try to tell me about 60s sonar that blasted the whole lake. Shut the fuck up.
Animal.
Jesus hell.
Good
Don't
times.
even get me started on the 60s and 70s with their stupid ass technology.
Yeah, their technology was dumb. Also, lie detectors aren't real. You know what I mean? They don't work. Okay, so misidentification of known animals. That's another bell. I'll take 2 drinks.
So not being an asshole. It's just that like the technology, just like how technology couldn't convict criminals back then. Maybe the technology just couldn't confirm that Nessie was real.
Here's the thing about Nessie, okay? It's one thing to say, oh, Nessie hinges on a picture, or Nessie hinges on something that appeared in the Daily Mail. But, like, essentially, a lot of people that live there they see something. They've been seeing shit. They've been seeing some sort of thing, some sort of mass. Okay. So it's either, like, shadows, driftwood, whatever. But there's also these, it could be bird wakes, essentially creatures zigzagging, diving, and reappearing. It could be eels, like a big-ass eel.
No.
It could be an elephant, apparently.
Eels don't live in fresh water. They only live in salt water.
According to this thing, an unusually large eel was in there.
Show me a picture.
Freshwater, there's freshwater eels.
Okay, show me.
I don't have that research right now because this is all just, this is all quick research. This is all on the fly. Elephant. Could be an elephant, which I think is really stupid.
I fucked up.
What?
I didn't know there were more Trulies, and I opened up this one because I thought it was.
I only got you one raspberry lime.
Shit. It's okay.
Just put it back and then pull another one out and then drink that one.
I already opened it.
It could be a Greenland shark. It could be a Welsh catfish. It could be a resident animals.
No, unless I see any of these pictures, I can't dispute what they're trying to say.
It could be a tree, a wake, which is a rippling effect with shadows, optical effects, choppy waves, essentially, refractions.
Move on from Nessie,
it could be seismic gas, you know what I mean? So it could be anything.
It's not gas, first of all, so we could get that out of the way.
Okay, so now I'm going to bring up something else here. Check it out. Do you know about this movie, Loch Ness? It's got a 5.5 out of 10 on IMDb.
I feel like I watched a Loch Ness movie, but I can't remember if it was that one or not.
Look at this cast. Ted Danson as Dempsey. Ian Holm as water bailiff.
I feel like we just need to go to Scotland.
You know what I mean? I want to go. I really want to go to Scotland.
I know I want to go and test out a place where like they don't speak English, but I want to go to Scotland because I need to know what's happening with Nessie.
Yeah, we need to check it out. But see, that is a great tourist location for that. Just like Point Pleasant.
But also like I want to go to Scotland because that's also where like the royals used to stay. That's like the other place they like to stay other than like fucking England or whatever.
That's because the Highlands are beautiful, man.
Yeah, see?
I definitely want to go. I want desperately to go to that big city or whatever that has all the ghost shit going on. I keep forgetting.
I don't know.
It's so close. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway.
Okay, what's another cryptid?
Scotland, we want to go. Another one, obviously, and this time I'll put it up on the screen, is Bigfoot, baby. Bigfoot. Now, I believe more so in Bigfoot. Bigfoot is more of an American.
And we did go to Seattle, and we should have hunted him.
Dude, we weren't in the forests of Seattle. We were just, the forests of Washington.
We should
Seattle,
have went.
No, I want to go back to Washington to go in the Bigfoot areas to see it, to camp and shit. That's what you have to do. You have to go out into the wilderness.
But that clearly looks like a man in a costume. So we could just forget about that picture. Do another picture.
Bigfoot.
Because that looks like a man in a costume.
Okay, you want me to have a background?
I'm not even going to lie to you. Yeah.
See me, bitch says, I've seen a few of his daughters in my day.
See?
They got unibrows or what, man?
Yes.
Bigfoot backgrounds.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Why'd you pick that one? Why did you pick that one? I hate
because
you.
There's no other backgrounds. That? I was looking for wallpapers.
You could have put a Harry and the You could have put Harry from Harry and the Hendersons.
I could have, but I just looked on Bing.
That's like if he looked like that, I don't even want to run into him. You just better shut the fuck up. If I saw that thing coming up to
Why don't you describe it? Describe it for our audio listeners.
Jesus hell.
Please.
It's like I know people who look like that, which is sad.
Fuck,
Look,
dude.
It's like a
Don't
really.
say who they are.
I'm not.
Please do
I'm
not.
not. Don't worry, they're not my
That's
friends.
a bad
so we're
idea.
good. Like the person who
Yikes.
looks like this is not my friend. So we're okay. Look, it's like a scrunched up
Dude, that's what you're
face
gonna look like when
with
you're
like,
like 90.
a bat nose. I'm not gonna look like that when I'm 90. That's fucked up. Why the fuck you're gonna look like that when you're 90? I'm
joke.
Asian, so I don't
I'm just
crack.
kidding.
What is wrong with you?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
This fool.
Yeah, I probably will look like that because I'm already starting to look kind of Sasquatchy with
Dude,
my beard.
Yeah, no, your only saving grace for that you're not gonna look that when you're 90 is because your nose isn't squished, unless
True.
someone's chopped off your nose.
Okay, let me pick a different picture.
Yeah, because I
ready?
can't even describe Harry.
Look, he's making us. It's like if Sasquatch was like someone. We're back, baby, we're back. Sorry if we disconnected for a second there. Skunk ape, desert. Yeti is more of a snowy. You know what I mean?
I would be down with the Yeti.
They're all the same thing. It's just sort of like a giant monkey man. So in Canadian and American folklore, which is why I like Bigfoot, it's an ape-like creature that is purportedly to inhabit the forests of North America. Supposed evidence of Bigfoot's existence is based on a number of anecdotal visual sightings, and I'll say not just visual, but also aromatic. Disputed video and audio recordings, photographs. Yes, casts of large footprints, etc. Whatever. The thing about Sasquatch or Bigfoot is that what I always hear is like he makes a lot of crazy, super loud sounds in the forest, like roar, roar, like a lot of echoey sounds, right? And then you hear the knocks, you hear the tree knocks. You also hear like almost like a man is talking, but in a language that you can't understand. But it's super loud and almost like even though he's miles away, you could still hear him. And then there's the smell. Apparently, Bigfoot smells like shit, like something that you haven't like rotted, disgusting, like something you can't even comprehend. It's supposed to smell awful.
We had to take See Me Bitch to go hunt him then.
Just
she got the
fucking
nose of
terrible.
Because she got a nose of a hound.
And then
So if there was any like rotting bodies, she would fucking know.
that's what I'm saying. So Bigfoot is really intense and great. And of course, we all have heard of Bigfoot, you know, especially from you're from the US, but I'm assuming everybody in the world's heard of some sort of Bigfoot like creature. But yeah, it says other creatures relatively similar descriptions are alleged to inhabit.
Another one. Do you have another picture? That looks like a vampire fucked a Bigfoot. Just get it out of here.
I don't have any other Bigfoot pictures, so we're gonna go back to this one.
Jesus.
Yeah, skunk ape, almas, yeti, yeren. Yeren is Asian. Australia, they have one called the yowie.
I can't even. That's what this is called.
That's a yowie right there.
This is the yowie. What the fuck? I can't even take it seriously. I can't even look at it. Because I can't even take it seriously.
Every picture that you see of Bigfoot essentially is like you know, it's a guy. It's like a monkey, giant monkey man walking. like this. Can you do the Bigfoot stance? Like this one? Here,
I did one when we were in, what's it called?
Do it. Do that one.
When we were in Ireland.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I did the walking thing.
Hold on, I'm going to do it.
Hold on, let me see if I can turn it. Yeah, I did the walking thing in Ireland because we were like, in Ireland, we were in this weird, like, forest, like, weird foresty thing.
Yeah, that's great. See if you can find it.
I was like, take a picture of me in a Bigfoot walk because I had my gloves.
My back in frame.
Like, oh my God. It was like funny.
So funny.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, let's see. Reports have come as early as the 20s from Oregon. And let's see. Origin of the Bigfoot name. 1958, Jerry Crew, a logging company bulldozer operated in Humboldt County, California, discovered a set of large 410 millimeters or 16 inches human-like footprints sunk deep within the mud in the Six Rivers National Forest near the Trinity River. Upon informing his coworkers, many claim to have seen similar tracks on previous job sites, as well as telling odd incidents such as an oil drum weighing 450 pounds having been moved without explanation. See, and there's another podcast I really enjoy that's called Monsters Among Us. It's a really good podcast for this type of stuff. This picture.
I can't. That thing is
I just love this picture so much. Anyway, it's people telling their stories. They call in, or they can write in, or they can send an email message. But it's people talking about their sightings of these type of creatures or whatever.
Oh, here it is.
Slack it to me now.
Hold on.
Please slack it to me.
Slack it to you right now. Hold up. You just wait and see.
Anyway.
This was my invitation. I forgot about
Don't tell me about it. Just send it.
That damn thing. I sent it to you.
Anyway.
Jesus, hell. I'm sorry. I got distracted by my big
No, you're good.
Ireland.
What was I saying?
I don't know. Something about this disgusting picture
I had a
right
thing.
here.
I had a thing I was in the middle of.
Okay, I know
Damn
you were in
you.
the middle of something. Just keep on thinking about it. This right here, I drink this and it's weird, but every time I inhale or I take it or I do like I inhale through my mouth like this, like I
Oh my
feel
God,
like it
this
tastes
video.
like chow mein. Is that weird? I feel like that's weird.
It tastes like
weird?
chow mein.
Yeah, when I go like this after I drink it and whatever the weird aftertaste or whatever is left in my mouth when I inhale like this.
Oh.
It feels like it tastes like chow mein.
That's really
fucking weird.
strange.
Yeah, it's fucking strange.
That's really super strange. Here we go. Let's see. See if I can pull it. Okay, here's a video. Here it comes.
Of me. See?
Here's the video.
I was trying to do, what's it called? Yeah, like, the fucking.
Holy shit.
The walk.
That's the walk right there. That's a good walk.
That's like if someone.
It's her, you know, you gotta
me doing
extend your limbs and shit.
That's me doing Bigfoot, getting caught.
Oh yeah, I was talking about Monsters Among Us. Anyway, it's just it's a place for people to call in, tell their stories about ghosts, haunted houses, monsters, cryptids, whatever, things they've seen, giant black cats, apparently rakes, all that fun shit. Hit the bell.
Did we say the word?
I said one of the words. Anyway, that's a really good That's a really good show. You should check it out. Anyway, so that's Bigfoot. Just remember, if you ever hear about any of those other ones, like I said, skunk ape, yeti, yowie, whatever, it's all essentially the same thing. It's just a giant monster that smells like shit, that is like an ape, and walks around and picks things up and chases after people. I don't think that Bigfoot is like bad or evil or anything like that.
I don't think it's evil. I just think it's
he's just
animal.
out there.
Yeah, I think it's just like
he's just doing his own thing.
I think it's just an animal that kind of looks like a human, but he's not, and he's still an animal.
Oh, you said it twice.
So 3 times.
Oh man, I gotta pee again. But here.
Just keep on playing the video of me walking like Bigfoot.
How do I loop it? I don't know how to loop it. Can I loop it? Loop playlist. There you go. I'll just put this in the background instead of that dumb face. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that.
I remember Jacob being so pissed I wanted him to take this picture. Wait, isn't this fucking worth
No, I
it?
was not pissed. I was just like I had to take a lot of videos when we were out there.
But we were in Ireland. Like, I mean, who doesn't
It's
want to
fine.
take fucking
It's fine. I understand.
I even tried to do the dumb face, like.
Okay, let's go through a couple other ones. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Jersey Devil. Let's talk about the Jersey Devil for a second. Shit, I don't even have a page for that. So the Jersey Devil is called the Jersey Devil.
He's Daredevil.
No, Jersey
He's
Devil.
Daredevil. He fights crimes. He's blind.
The Jersey Devil is in southern New Jersey and Philadelphia folklore. The Jersey Devil, also known as the Leeds Devil, is a legendary creature said to inhabit the Pine Barrens of South New Jersey. The creature is often described as a flying biped with hooves, like the picture there. Do you see it?
You know who the Jersey Devil really is?
But there are many other variations. The common description is that of a bipedal kangaroo-like or wyvern-like, which is sort of like a dragon, creature with horse or goat-like head, leathery bat wings, horns, small arms with clawed hands, legs with cloven hooves, and a forked tail. It has been purported to move quickly and is often described as emitting a high-pitched, blood-curdling scream.
Now, you know who that is? That is just a mobster killing someone in the night. And then, like, people just made up some shit.
Okay, here's some Jersey Devil pictures, but then also here's you doing this thing again.
Shut up.
Time out, I gotta pee. All right, why don't you talk about the Jersey Devil for a second?
I think the Jersey Devil is just a mobster that was killing people in the middle of the night in Jersey because he had to. And then people just dubbed him the Jersey Devil because, like, you know. And so they just decided to, you know, make him describe him as like this like devil or of some sort, because you know, like back in the day, like Italians and stuff, they're Catholic, they believe in the devil, so that's what they told their children so that like they wouldn't be bad. I mean, am I wrong? That is totally believable. That's totally fucking believable. I mean, and because what they saw was probably someone in a hoodie that was really skinny, that had chicken legs, and like maybe he was wearing sunglasses so that he wouldn't be noticed, or was wearing a ski mask with a hoodie. And so that's why they described like some person with hooves, supposedly, because he had some skinny ass legs with big shoes. What about the wings? The wings are probably like a leather jacket that was too big. And so it was his arms. I mean, like, see, I could explain all of this. I don't believe in the Jersey Devil. I believe in Loch Ness and I believe in Bigfoot, but I don't believe in the Jersey Devil. I don't. And there's not a lot of people that really claim to see him. Not true. No, it's true. And if it is, it's because like around what time? If it was around the mob time, I believe it, because the mobs were just like fucking trying to threaten and kill everybody. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Just think in your heart. Just really look into your heart and think if I'm wrong. Because I feel like I'm right. I feel like I'm like really right. You know? And there goes my video playing over and over again. It's hilarious. That's the funnest time, man. Let me tell you.
Look, the Jersey Devil has been reported, even to this day, man. Some people even theorize that it could be a gray alien. Isn't that crazy? Because there's certain Jersey Devil pictures where it's like, oh, but he had red eyes and a big head. You know? Like what you could see in this picture, you could see sort of red eyes and he looks more like a horse head or something. But like, when you look at other Jersey Devil pictures like this one,
that looks like the devil.
See?
I told you.
Yes, he looks more like the devil, sure. But you see how he has kind of a bigger head? And, you know, maybe the bigger eyes could kind of look like a yellow alien. Or not yellow, a gray alien. So,
yeah,
pretty interesting stuff.
That's a lie.
I had to
Jesus, hell.
Let's do another background.
Here we go again.
I'll go with this other Loch Ness picture.
See, that looks better. I feel like that's what she looks like. And I feel like it's a she.
Oh, she. Whoa.
I feel like it's a she.
That's really woke of you.
Why? I always thought that when I was a kid.
I'm just kidding.
I feel like Nessie, like, is totally a female name.
Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is the chupacabra.
They caught that in Mexico, so that's real.
Is it really real?
They caught it in Mexico. Did you not hear about it?
Let's look at some chupacabra pictures here. Which one do you like the most? I got some that look winged. I got some that look
I
like
don't
dog-like.
like any of them. Look at it.
Look at this
Why
one.
would I want that? That looks like a werewolf with no fucking fur.
What about this one?
A chupacabra looks like a werewolf with no fur. That's exactly what it looks like.
Pretty much. So chupacabra is
that looks
which
like a
means
frog.
goat sucker. From Spanish chupa to suck, and cabra, which means goats. It's a legendary creature in the folklore parts of Americas. First purported sightings reported in Puerto Rico in 1995. Now, if you don't know this, Kevin, our buddy who used to be on this podcast all the time, is from Puerto Rican. He's from Puerto Rico. So this is basically his cryptid, so you know I had to bring it up. Essentially, it's like a vampire dog or flying creature, or I guess frog if you look at this thing.
It looks
that
like
likes to suck the blood of animals. Hit the button or hit the bell. But specifically livestock, including goats, and that's where we get the term chupacabra. Now, sometimes people would say, "Oh, there was a big creature flying, and then picked up the goat and took it, and then I found the goat carcass later, all sucked, all the blood sucked out." Other people describe it more as like a dog, but either way, essentially, it would just suck all the blood out.
Yuck.
I know you've heard of the chupacabra before, but did you know chupacabra is a Puerto Rican legend? Probably not.
We just went over that.
No, I'm just saying. Did you know that, listener? Did you know that shit? Because I didn't know that at first. It says eyewitness sightings have been claimed in Puerto Rico, have since been reported as far north as Maine, as far south as Chile, and even outside the Americas in countries like Russia and the Philippines. Many of the reports have been disregarded as uncorroborated or lacking of evidence. Sightings in northern Mexico and southern U.S. have been verified as canids afflicted by mange. So you guys know what mange is? It's like
rabies.
Yeah, it's like
basically like rabies.
Your dog gets parasitic mites and then starts to look more demonic, essentially.
And yada yada, yeah.
So you said, "Oh, they caught one. They got a picture of one." That's just dogs with mange, essentially. So that's another fun one.
I would have believed it. That dog looked disgusting.
Let's also look at the Mothman.
Okay.
That's a cryptid.
It is a cryptid.
Hit the bell twice.
It is a cryptid.
Three times.
But remember,
that's 3 drinks.
The time of life.
No, I know. I'm just going through the main ones. You know what I mean? At least we could hit the main ones. In West Virginia folklore, shout outs to Fallout 76, the Mothman is a creature reportedly seen in the Point Pleasant area from November 15th, 1966 to December 15th, 1967. First newspaper report was published in the Point Pleasant Register dated November 16th, 66, titled "Couples See Man-Sized Bird Creature Something." The national press soon picked up the reports and helped spread the story across the U.S. The Mothman was introduced to wider audience by Gray Baker in 1970 and was later popularized by John Keel. There you go. We finally got to John Keel. In the 75 book, The Mothman Prophecies, which also is a movie, which you should watch. I like that movie a lot. But anyway, that book claimed that there were supernatural events relating to the sightings and a connection to the collapse of the Silver Bridge. The book was later adapted into a film starring Richard Gere, which I talked about in 2002. Also, that sighting is connected to aliens as well.
See?
Which is interesting. Indrid Cold and all that fun stuff. Essentially, what the legend is that a Mothman can see the future and is trying to warn you. What the fuck happened here?
I don't know.
It's trying to warn you about like a disaster, at least in the movie, happening. So the Silver Bridge collapse is something that actually happened in Point Pleasant In
Oh, yeah,
1928,
I was telling my coworker about this in the movie. That's what happened. The Mothman.
December 15th, 1967, the this is real. The Silver Bridge collapsed under the weight of rush hour traffic.
That's why we don't like going over bridges.
It's scary, yeah.
Bridges is scary.
San Francisco, resulting in the deaths of 46 people. So essentially, there was rush hour traffic. Everyone was stuck, and
But that's
there's a lot
pretty
of
good
people
for
on
rush
there.
hour traffic. Only 46 people.
Our
I mean,
crumbling infrastructure is scary, and it needs to be addressed in this country. That's just me. But what they're saying, what the legend states, is that the Mothman was like showing up
You have to watch
a year
movie.
before, essentially almost like a year before the collapse of that bridge, trying to warn people in Point Pleasant that like a disaster was coming, and it's
So
really
the
trippy.
Mothman is a good guy then.
Right, that's what you think, but here's the thing about
Why
the Mothman.
would he not be a good guy if he's warning us?
No, I understand what you're saying,
Or is he
and you're right about that.
Is he bringing the destruction?
There's there's a level of the Mothman that we're glossing over here, and it's that like people still see the Mothman to this day.
Yeah, but a lot of terrible things happen until this day.
But it's not ever really connected to things that happen. It's just sightings of a Mothman. It's like, okay, in West Virginia, they'll see a creature that looks like a man with wings, with glowing giant red eyes, either just flying around or outside their window, staring. Picture this. You're going to bed, okay? There's a window at the foot of your bed, at the end of your room. And you just like happen to look out the window, and there's a fucking just head, just a big man head, but just glowing red eyes, just looking into your window, just staring at you. That's scary as fuck. And then when people go and look, they're on the second floor. So then how could a glowing head of a person just be looking, like a head of a man with two glowing eyes be looking into your window from the second story?
Well, if they had a grappling hook and they had it like on the side and they climbed it, and so no one saw the grappling hook, but you could see the person looking in, and then like you saw their face, and then when you turned away because you were too scared and you didn't want to take a picture, you ran away. They took the grappling hook off and then they left. That's
but how do you explain the glowing red eyes?
Because they were in goggles that glow. We all know that could happen. We've all been to raves. So, I mean, it's possible.
Good point.
But I'm just saying, like...
It's just creepy. And then
if
the Mothman sightings is like one thing. Like the Point Pleasant stuff is like a whole other thing. Like I said, it links up to aliens,
so maybe
injured cold, and all that stuff.
The Point Pleasant thing was just that. Like, the Mothman... If they're trying to argue that the Mothman is real... Like maybe Mothman is just happens in those areas, and if weird shit happens in those areas, that's what the Mothman does. Like if people still see the Mothman at this point, like in that area,
right?
Like has anyone tried to connect significant things to when people see the Mothman? Because I feel like no one does that because they all see. Oh, it's crazy because it's just a weird cryptid. Okay, like you're just, but what if something does connect to that sighting, but no one's trying to connect it anymore?
Right.
Because it doesn't have to be like a big, massive thing, but what if like...
You think he's trying to tell you something?
Like what if 5 people died? Or what if only 10 people died?
Yeah, but what if Mothman's not saying anything? He's just there.
What if one person
staring
died?
At you?
What if one person died, but it was a person that could have changed the course of humanity? We don't know because no one's really following up on that. They just say, oh, this person said they saw a Mothman.
Right.
But we're not going to connect it to anything because that person is just crazy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I feel like
do you have research to show that? No.
No, I feel like what's more happening is that people are just frightened by the Mothman, so they don't give him a chance.
Okay, but still, same thing. People are frightened by the Mothman, so they don't connect things. But maybe the Mothman is here to tell us certain things that are going to happen in our future to give us a chance, right? Like, I don't exactly think that the Mothman I don't know, and I don't exactly think that maybe the Mothman is a monster. More so that maybe he might be an alien or a creature from a different dimension that knows what would happen to the Earth.
So that makes him more of a messenger.
Yeah, so like he's just like, so if people try to, but of course I can't say because no one has actually tried to connect things. If I wanted to go crazy and be that person, I would do that.
Not the people, but people on the internet try.
Have they?
Mothman.
So
are you trying to
tell me? Are you trying to tell me that every time someone has had a sighting of a Mothman, these people online?
No, I'm saying they're not reported.
Have tried to connect the sighting of a Mothman to a specific event that happened in real life.
No, I'm saying that Mothman enthusiasts take sightings and try to do that, but like not all sightings are reported. That's why, again, like I said, Monsters Among Us is a good podcast because people are too. Because
but the people who did do that, to try to connect, was there a connection?
No, I'm sure that. No, I don't think it always is like. I don't think there is always a connection. I think that sometimes they're just a sighting.
I would have to do my own research.
But I'm saying that with whenever you research Mothman, they always talk about Point Pleasant because that's the most that is the end all be all of Mothman sightings and what happens with the Mothman. But outside of what you're talking about, there's still sightings of a Mothman regardless, and that there's no connection to anything. But I think that
But how do you know there's no connection to anything?
Because, again, I've heard a lot of sightings on, like I said, podcasts or even on Coast to Coast and shit. People talk about seeing that. Are they looking at
all connections?
No, of course not. But here's the problem. This is what we really should talk about right now, really quick. Cryptids aren't regarded as real, and it's all pseudoscience. Just like aliens. Aliens are starting to come up now because of disclosure, because the government is starting to say it's real, whatever. And so it's like, when it's a pseudoscience, people don't take it seriously, so people won't truly research everything, right?
And if the government is trying to say that aliens are real, like now, right? Like aliens are real and they were able to penetrate our universe, how do we know that all these like cryptids aren't from different planets or aren't from different planets or aren't from
other dimensions?
Other alien planets.
Dude,
that they brought.
You're hitting the nail on the fucking head right now.
No one fucking knows.
It's because no one takes this stuff seriously. All they try to do is debunk it. It's, you know what I mean? So what you're saying isn't being studied. What people study is saying it's not real and how to prove it's not real.
Well, here we go.
So that's the problem. That's the problem with what you're saying is that, like, how can people study stuff? It's even like there's sightings people have of things that they don't even want to tell other people because they're afraid that they won't be taken seriously. And that's, again, why I like that podcast, Monsters Among Us. Okay. I just really like that podcast a lot, but, it's not the best. Like, not every call is perfect, but people really call in, and again, Coast to Coast is more of a mainstream version of that, where people call in and talk about stuff they've seen in a space where they can feel comfortable.
Okay.
So maybe in the future we might be able to study these things better.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, there's a couple other honorable mentions. I won't go deep into it, but the Goat Man is a thing in America.
Goat Man
associated with Louisiana, Maryland, and Texas. People see a man goat walking around, and it's scary, and he's sort of like Bigfoot, but he's a goat. You know what I mean? There's the rake, which you hear a lot about now. It's more of a modern thing. It's like a white, almost werewolf creature.
Okay.
That has like long claws that slashes things. That's why they call it a rake. And you've seen, like, there's videos, might be hoaxes, whatever, pictures of like a whitish kind of almost werewolf creature chasing cars and stuff.
Gotcha.
And trucks. Scary as fuck. And then let's never forget another American legend, the Thunderbird, which if you've seen, what is it? What's that movie, that Harry Potter movie? Monsters and somethings. Well, the newer Harry Potter movies. What are they called? Fantastic Beasts. Yeah, okay. Fantastic Beasts. Okay. There's a Thunderbird thing on that, essentially. So just watch Fantastic Beasts and wait for the Thunderbird thing. Essentially, it's like that's a really, like, aside from Bigfoot and the Goat Man and whatnot, Thunderbirds are a very American cryptid. Okay. But there's just a shit ton of cryptids out there. Like, if you don't know about that word, just Google it. It's spelled Cryptid. That's the word. You could just look it up. There's all sorts of stuff. There's a bunyip. There's a champ. Chessie. Ishi. Kraken. We all know about krakens.
We know the krakens.
There's a mamlambo. Almas. There's Chuchunya. Honey Island swamp monster. Skunk Yaren. I said Yowie. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
There's just so much, man. There's also a hool. It's like a giant bat.
Okay.
There's the Groot slang, which is like a big ass snake. There's a Ogopogo. That's like a sea serpent. Momo, Missouri monster. It's a sort of another Bigfoot. There's just so much. The big muddy monster.
Gotcha.
Of Illinois. There's a Rogaro. That's Louisiana. Lake Worth monster.
Lake Worth monster.
Texas. Grassman of Ohio. There's just so much. There's so many weird creatures out there.
So many.
I just fucking love it, man. You know, if you have an imagination and you want to accept the possibilities of the universe, I think there's still creatures out there. But, you know, to go back to what you were saying earlier, oceans, man. Oceans is where undiscovered creatures really exist.
Yep.
Because there's so much of the fucking oceans we don't know. Also, lizard men.
Yep.
But that goes deeper into so many other things. I think lizard men are out there, and I think they're trying to maybe, you know, eat up our sadness.
Yeah.
So anyway.
For sure.
That's about it. Let's have a couple more sips because I said the C word a couple times.
Oh, I did it a lot. I sip this a lot, but I'll sip it again.
But, you know, we were just bullshitting about monsters, one of my favorite topics. But this is the end of the podcast. This is where we have our 25-cent advice, which is it's advice that's worth a quarter that we're giving away for free. Sometimes it's worth more than a quarter, but that's why we call it 25-cent advice. Mochi Squeeze, what's our 25-cent advice today from you?
My 25-cent advice is believe. Just believe. Real. Just stick with it and really fight for it. That's it.
Nice. I like it. My 25-cent advice for you is go out there and discover, explore the planet and find the monsters that like people don't believe in. You know what I mean? Be careful. You don't want to get eaten by a pterodactyl. That's our background right now. Because apparently pterodactyls are real and they're just flying around. People have seen them flying around.
Awesome.
Just like people in apparently like jetpacks or something.
Awesome.
But just go out there and make sure to charge your phone. Charge your fucking camera.
He did a clap.
Get some footage, baby. You know what I mean? Show me your footage. Also, aliens, show me your alien footage, please.
In lieu of the Hoodoo Grajan, I'm only going to take a bunch of sips of this.
You're going to take a Hoodoo Gras sip?
Yeah, because I can't do the shot.
Okay, that's fine. Well, this is sort of heresy for the episode, but you're really shit for this shit. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still pour a shot of the bullet bourbon, as you can see.
He's gonna take a shot of the bullet bourbon.
I'm pretty drunk too, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show.
But he doesn't have girls' night tomorrow, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants. But I gotta get ready.
Well, I do have to drive you around, but I'll have time to sit around and not drink.
Yeah, but then being hungover and not drunk is like okay.
All right, let's go back to the static Odd Valley background here.
And if you want to order something amazing, I'll pay for your food. Because you know you're doing shit for me.
That's pretty cool. Well, we'll see. I might just want my Pokeball because I'm just so basic and I just like a Pokeball.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm gonna put on the outro music. Let's go, son.
All right. So we're gonna do the coup de grace shot, but I'm doing a sip because I'm drunk as shit. So coup de grace is live, laugh, love, drunk, and everything in between. So,
just remember, we're not gonna be here next week, but we'll be back.
We'll be back
in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And who knows? You might get a bonus episode, but probably
who
not.
Knows?
Who knows?
I don't know. All right.
But we appreciate you coming and listening to our dumb bullshit. And
coup de grace.
Look for the monsters. Coup de grace.
Woo! We did it.
You said woo like you took a shot, but I took a shot.
Because I drank like half of this is a fucking Trulies right now. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, half's enough.